I was wanting to record a video whilst driving, but it looks like there's something a very interesting shape in the video. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's be sensible. So yeah, yesterday had some amazing insights as I was driving over to see the wonderful Liz Green. So Liz is a fellow coach and such an amazing action taker. So she'll have an idea, and then the inspired action will come to her, and she takes it, which is, exactly what is meant by inspired action. We ask for inspired action, it comes to us, so then we take it. Or in my case, I don't. I don't take it, I ignore it. So I've asked Liz to support me with being able to take inspired action. And I realised that in nature, everything's constantly evolving and adapting to its environment to thrive. So not just to survive, but to thrive. It will alter and evolve continuously. And things that stay the same tend to die out, that's just how it is. And in companies, things change. Staff change, offices change, potentially some of the direction of the company might change. But the things underneath it all, that underpin it, can often stay the same, like the values, the why. So I was thinking to myself, what is it that stops me from taking action and testing things out? Because it's in the action and testing things out that you discover if it's fully in alignment, what things are going to work for you, what things are going to work for you best for your clients. Formulating the best idea ever and spending years crafting an idea to then discover when you finally launch that idea that it's not quite right, it's not quite what I wanted or what the clients want. It's just such a huge waste of time. So what prevents me from taking action? Well, it's my little thinking mind that does, because of course it doesn't like change, it doesn't understand change, it doesn't compute it, because it's the unknown. And you see it time and time again in thinking about companies that have got a lot of staff. If the company wants to make a change, then the staff team can get very restless and nervous, because everybody is oftentimes stuck in their little thinking mind and feels unsafe. But as soon as the change happens, people soon kind of move on and adapt, and and all of that kind of worrying, stressing didn't serve anybody. It just created feelings and potentially physical symptoms that were just completely unnecessary. So one of the things that I realised that I'd like to do is more videos, and even if it's uncomfortable, and even if I've got something really dodgy in it, just do it anyway. But I also realised that I'd quite like to, while I'm testing things out, to have that sort of comfort and safety of somebody else. So on my way home from seeing Liz Green, she'd already mentioned that well, why don't we do something together? And on the way home, I had the idea of Tea and Insights. So it will basically be a weekly show with myself and Liz as hosts, and we won't be in the same location, so it'll have to be a split screen interview on some sort of online platform, and we'll basically have a conversation about what's been happening in our business and life over the past week, and what insights occur to us that have helped us in that week with our spiritual growth and human potential, in growing our businesses and our, in our personal development. And yes, we'll also be open to insights coming to us whilst we're having the conversation as well. So that is the plan. I did a little intro for it and record it on Messenger and sent it to Liz, and she was just like, yeah, I love it. Let's start it next week. I'm like, oh, next week. But hey, why not? That's why I connect with Liz, because she's an action taker. So next week we're going to do our first Tea and Insights conversation, and we'll make sure we invite people along to it. So okay, that's all I wanted to say for now. I will say goodbye. Take care.